Hey everybody, this is Deborah Richmond. I want to show you a product today that is absolutely one of my favorites. This is a basting gun. You may have seen these. This is to use to help baste a quilt together. Rather than do pinning or rather than do basting with a needle and thread, this is something, it's very much like a grocery gun that you see where they put tags on clothes at the retail stores. And I had this one for over 10 years, well over 10 years. Finally, I broke it. Not long ago, and I was really upset because I didn't know if I could still get these or not. So I went online to find out if I could, and what I ended up with is this one from a company that looks very similar. It broke the first time I used it, so I was really upset because I thought, well, you know, maybe I'm going to have to just use the other techniques for basting, even though I love this one. But I chose one more time to go online and take a look, and I found the exact company that makes the exact one that I love, and it is by Quiltak. And it is still purple, which I love, but mostly it is still as reliable as the others. Since I got this a few months ago, I have put together several quilts with it, and it seems to be just as durable as my old one. So I want to show you how this works, because it's really something that I have found to be very fast and easy for basting quilts. So I'm going to show you on a small sample how this works. Now all I have here is some backing fabric, I have a piece of batting in the middle, and then I have a piece of fabric on top, just like your quilt top would be on top. This is how this works. This has a very, very sharp point here, metal piece at the end of the gun, and this is for piercing the fabric. It also has here, these are the plastic ties that will hold this quilt together. So, and it has a trigger action here. All I do is I go to my quilt, I pierce through it, and then I'm going to squeeze the trigger. And you hear it click. And now what I have in here is the plastic tie went right through the fabric and is holding that together, just like the tags on the products on the store, like when you buy clothes. So all I'm going to do now is, just like basting, I want to make sure that I put a tack every so often so that there's never more than a hand width in between them. That will be enough to hold this quilt together so that I can quilt it. So what happens is, let's just put a few of them in here. You get enough in here, this holds this together really well. I can now take this, I can do hand quilting, put it in my hoop, I can put it through my machine, and you have to do a lot of bunching. And I have done both with this particular, both machine quilting and hand quilting. This holds them together beautifully. As I go through and sew, all I simply do is when I get to this part of the quilt, I simply will take a small pair of scissors and I will cut the top off of the plastic piece. It will pull out the back, the top, the two pieces, throw that away, and then as you baste, you can take those basting tags out. Again, this is a basting gun by the company Quiltak. Absolutely recommend that you go with that particular company because of the problems I had with others. And I will show you information below on how you can get a hold of one. Let me just show you really quick how you also do this with a big quilt. So this is the exact table that I do all the basting of my quilts on. And what I do is I get the bottom of the backing on the table first, and I lay it all nice and flat. I get the piece of batting, then lay that all nice and flat, and then the quilt on top. Once I have smoothed it over, and I slide it, and I smooth it over, get it all nice and smooth, I'm ready to now baste it together. So what I do is I will start at one corner, bring it down so you see, and I will put my hand behind it, and I will shoot it. Now this one's already been quilted, so I'm not going to put the tags in it right now, but I put my hand behind it, squeeze the trigger. Now one thing I will tell you is when you hold the quilt up and you're going to put this through the fabric, make sure that this point goes between your fingers and not poking your finger, because it's a pin, sharp as a pin, and so you will cut yourself if you hit your finger. But it's really not a big deal. As you put it there, shoot it, move it, put it in, shoot it. So it goes like this. I put one here, I'd move it, put one here, I'd move it. And then what I do, because of the large quilt, is I will then roll the piece that I have just finished with, and then I will go back through again. Put my hand there, put it through, shoot it, and so on, all the way down. So that I then will then creep little by little, rolling the quilt all the way through it to get it all basted as I have laid it together. I have found that to work very, very well. I did this quilt that way, and I've done all the other quilts that you've been seeing on here that way. So check it out, and thanks for joining me. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. You can do so here by clicking the subscribe button. That way you'll find out about new videos as they become available. Again, this is called